Back at you with another video coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com. Offer of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So I got a question from somebody, and they want to know, what do I think about toxic masculinity? What's that really? What is really all about? What's really behind it? And I've been watching this for a couple of months now. I've been watching this online, this toxic masculinity. There's somebody, some group, basically started using this phrase. And the idea is if you keep saying something over and over, it starts to spread like wildfire, like the snowball effect. So I don't know, maybe some feminist group, I don't know exactly where it, the phrase came from or who started it. But more than likely, it's one of these radical feminist groups. And there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. Either you're trying to be a man or you're not. That's really it. See, in society, I've been watching this. It's like there's no place for the masculine man. It's getting to that point. It seems like even if you look at athletics, or if you work at an office, or you work almost any environment I can think of. Like, let's take athletics for example. It seems to me like, let's take a player like Antonio Brown. He plays for Pittsburgh Steelers, and it seems like the attitude that, if somebody gave you a bunch of money, you got a big contract. And regardless if they're losing or not, you're just supposed to be happy that you're making the money and be quiet. Be a happy loser. Seems like that's the psychology behind it. If you're making a bunch of money, regardless if you're losing or not, you're just supposed to be quiet and shut up. Just be happy that you're getting paid. You're privileged. But it doesn't work like that. Nobody likes to lose. If you put in the hard work, it's not just about the money. Of course people want to get paid. Of course people want to get paid what they're worth. But it can't be just about the money all the time. Just because you pay me a bunch of money, I don't have no say-so in what happens on the team. So if you speak your mind, you say what's on your mind, voice your opinions, you're toxic. So that's where it looks like that's where it's going now. It looks like if you take a stand, that's toxic masculinity. Yeah, if you lead a woman, that's toxic masculinity. It's like, it's just so many double standards. One guy can say something, the next guy can't, based on who he is, where he was born, and all kinds of stuff. So, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, people have their own agendas on where they want things to go in society. And they'll push their agendas, and sometimes they'll get people will come in and fund it to push it. So it'll spread like wildfire. It's kind of like the snowball effect. But look, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. When I was growing up, it's just called being a man. Man up. That's how they used to say it when I was growing up. Nobody said, hey, you're a masculine man, or you're like a beta man. And I never heard any of this stuff till like 10 years ago. It's just called being a man. Just being a stand-up dude. Just taking a stand for something that you believe in. For something that you stand for. And owning up to your responsibilities. And being accountable for your actions. That's what being a man is all about. Really. At the core. I mean, all this, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. But these other groups will come in and say, hey, you're being a misogynist because, you don't believe that men and women should be equal. No, men and women are not equal. Never going to be equal. Women are good doing what they're good at doing, and men are good at doing what they're good at doing. But we're not equal. There's a reason why women are not on the front lines. There's a reason why. And I have aunts. My parents passed away. My mom had passed away. My grandparents have passed away. So I have aunts. My aunts are not going on the front line. My aunts are not going to answer the door after midnight if I'm over at their house. They're not going to take the trash out at night if I'm over there. So if that makes me a misogynist, okay, I'll take that. That's just called being a man to me. That's how I was raised. How everybody else was raised, that if that works for them, so be it. But I was raised, this is how you be a man. I was taught by my dad, this is how you be a man. Don't answer the door. And don't let your wife, your mom, answer the door after midnight. Don't let them take the trash out after midnight when it's dark outside. If it's after 10, you take the trash out. So if that makes me a misogynist, I'll take that. But to me, it's called being a man. I don't know any other way. There's some jobs I don't think women should have. I don't think women should have should have labor jobs. If they work them, so be it. That's on them. But no woman around me is going to work any labor jobs. If that makes me a misogynist, fine, I'll take that. For me, it's called being a man. And you would think that with all the opportunities that women have today, that they would be happy, but they're still not happy. Because a lot of women are getting sick, a lot of women are dying, a lot of women have diseases, a lot of women can't make it to 40 without getting sick. Because they burn out, because they've taken on a leadership position just was invented for them. They're going against nature. That's why they're getting sick. That's why, and they're not eating. They're not eating, just eating anything. That's why they got high blood pressure, diabetes, cervix cancer. They're not taking care of their bodies. They're letting all these guys run in and run out. That's where a lot of that cervix cancer comes from. But the doctor's not going to tell you that. So hey man, just call being a man. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It is what it is. There's no more I can say about it. If you buy into it, if you're a guy and you buy into it, that's on you. If you want to be a beta male and get pulled around by women and be a coward, fine. But I know it's hard being a leader. It's hard being a man. But I understand a lot of guys don't want to take on a leadership role because they're going to have to do something. They don't really want to do anything. They want to keep doing what they've been doing. And that's fine. You do what you want. It's your life. Just don't be stupid. So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like it, share it. Check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.